Welcome back to stop number 4 on the World Surf League Championship Tour. We're at the Oi Rio Pro, presented by Corona. Gabriel along with Martin Potter, and we got a big matchup here. Yago Dora, the wild card, coming up against Gabe Medina, the crowd favorite. Here's the stats, and really interesting to see. Of course, less scores to be averaged for Yago Dora because he's a wild card, but he is up on Gabe Medina when you look at the average heat score.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming in as a wild card, obviously dropped some big scores, hasn't he? 9-2-7 in his opening round, lost to John John, but then came back and took John John down. Incredible stuff from the young kid, just a sign of things to come, really. He's, I think no doubt he's going to qualify for the World Tour. No doubt we're going to see a lot more of this kid as we see Yago Dora drawing first blood here up against Gabriel Medina. And we already heard some hoots and hollers for this kid. Racing down the line and goes for a big air reverse. Lands on the roof, but does he manage to pull it off? Yes, he does. So scores dropping for Yago Dora's first wave. Not a huge one due to the fact that he got stuck on the lip just a little bit too long. Need to ride out of those things nice and quick, but look at the intent of what Yago Dora is going to do. He's going to fly above the lip. Gabriel Medina's got that kind of game as well. This is going to be a great matchup.
Two surfers with incredible air games in Yago Dora and Gabe Medina. Right now, let's check in with Strider Wazalewski. He is with last heat winner, Joel Parkinson.
Joel Parkinson, he's got the nickname of a two-piglet. It continues. You found yourself a nice little backhand barrel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if that was what I was looking for. I sure Wiggly's going to be kicking himself. I guess I looked at a wave. I didn't think it had much scoring potential, but I thought he might try and block me, and he did. And you know, sometimes in a heat you play defense at the end, and maybe a little too early. And we've all made the same mistakes over the years, and you learn from those. So I'm sure he will. And turn around, and there's the best wave of the heat. And I was lucky I was in the right place. I didn't really want to get barreled, but I had no other option. And I was like, if I go for it and I make it, I win the heat. And it's kind of a good wave.
Tell us about the conditions out there. You know, from the beach, can't really tell, but looking, you know, while you're out there, how is it out there? What's it like?
It's not too bad. I mean, you know, they were saying tomorrow could be better and stuff, but you know, you've got to see what's in front of you and surf what's in front of you. There was plenty of waves in the morning. We went on hold for an hour. We probably could have started, but we let it settle down a bit, and hopefully, you know, we keep pushing through and guys keep getting good scores.
Well, there you go. Congrats on the heat win. Looks like you'll be coming up against Adriano de Souza.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Me and Ado had some good matchups through our career, and even this year we had a good one at Bell, so we'll just see how it plays out. I don't know, just keep making heats, hopefully.
Well, we'll see you in the next round, Parko. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, thanks, guys.
Well, great. You know, Joel Parkinson actually confirming what we were talking about in that heat, saying, you know, sold him.
Sold him. Maybe he played defense a bit too quick. Plenty of time left on the clock when that situation unfolded. But smart move right there from Joel. Said he wasn't even looking for the barrel, just had to pull in because that was all he could do.
Well, did a good job if he wasn't even looking for it, I'm going to tell you right now. As we look to Yago Dora, winds up off the bottom, big snap off the top, throwing some fins, and just gets hung up. That's not going to count. During that interview, we saw Gabe Medina pick off a wave that was going to be a closeout, so that's a nothing score, just a half a point for Medina, and a fractional second score for Yago Dora. Yago Dora, 20 years old, currently number 3 on the qualifying series tour. He's got a nickname of the Skinny Goat. His dad's a surfing coach, coached ADS, Adriano de Souza, to his world title. So, talented, with a great backup squad, but right now, Gabe Medina goes vert on his first turn, carves through a powerful second turn, and smooth through the cutback, winds up, layback snap on the oncoming section, little extra bank to try spinning around. A lot of variety on that wave, Potts.
Yeah, just smooth, clean surfing. You know, Medina just wants to get a score on the board. And it's going to be nervous moments because, I mean, Yago Dora just sort of an unknown, really. Knows the kids have got an amazing talent, and Medina just showing some power, just wanting to lay down a good score. Catches this wave, a little bit of white water on the face of the wave, but nice opening maneuver. Now it starts to find that clean open face and unleashes a beautiful turn. Just puts that rail in the water, throws a spray up into the sky, and then finishes nicely. So Gabriel Medina, I think he's on his way to a good score here. Goes for a little backside reverse and incomplete. So a lot of damage done though through that wave. First turn clicked perfectly. I like the second turn, just on that rail, holding that turn all the way around. And again, just bringing it through the inside. So Gabriel Medina, it's going to be a good score for him, and he's going to take the lead with that.
And he does. Scores are in for Medina. It is a 6.67 lead and advantage to Medina with 21 minutes, 40 seconds on the countdown.
Yeah, that's going to give him confidence, and we all know what Medina does with a bit of confidence. Yago Dora up and riding.
Yago answering back. Nice hook off the top for Dora. Comes around, layback snap. Two-turn combo. He's looking for, well, he's just looking for a 2.18 just because there's really no meaningful second scores in either the surfers' scoreline. Again, we take the top two scores, and that's how we equal the heat total and the score line.
Yeah, well, at the moment, Yago with a 5 and just a 0.77, so that will improve his scoreline. Beautiful second turn on this wave. You saw Joel Parkinson get a fairly chunky score with 2 maneuvers. Beautiful opening turn, pumping, getting that board moving, and then just hooks into that turn. Sort of a layback snap of sorts, but a great finishing maneuver from Yago. Right there, just hooking in. Look at a lot of spray too. This guy's sneaky powerful. Stands what, 6 foot tall, so he's not a little guy, that's for sure. Very agile, and he's got a bag of tricks, second to none. So Yago Dora is going to take the lead with that exchange. I love these seesaw battles. It's going to apply a little bit of pressure on Gabriel Medina as Yago is on the ski and on his way back out into the lineup, and his score just about to drop.
And this number is in, a 5.83 advantage back to young Yago Dora. Gabe Medina now trailing, but needing just a mid-range score of a 4.16, and we got 20 minutes in which to do so.
Yeah, just some small scores. I'm sure that that 5-point ride will be gone very shortly, and Gabriel Medina, his next roll of the dice, quite possibly take the lead.
Takes a look at Charlie, but you know what? Let's also check in with a Brazilian surf legend, former big wave world champ, Carlos Burle. Carlos, you there?
Yes, how are you, Kai?
We're very good here, Carlos. We'd like to have your insight on a wild card, the youngster, coming against a former world champion, Gabe Medina.
Well, here in Brazil, we have a very popular phrase. We say that soccer, it's a box full of surprise. And now we have Yago doing those things in surfing too. You know, he defeated already a world champion, John John Florence, and now he can do it again against Gabriel Medina.
Carlos, I mean, what's this going to take for Yago Dora to take down another world champ? What do you think it's going to take for the young man to come up with a win here?
Well, the conditions are pretty tough to compete today, and he's doing great, you know. He got a couple good scores. Now he has to select a better wave. He has to go to higher numbers because Medina is capable to do anything. He's a great surfer. So he's playing the game. You know, he has 2 waves. Now he's going to wait for the sets. He's going to score in a better wave, in a bigger wave, in a longer wave. He's got in shorter waves. He didn't get to do it right the way he wanted, but at least he's playing the game. He's still on the game, and that's good.
Obrigado. Thank you, Carlos, for your insight. We'll be checking in throughout the day with Carlos Burle for his take on the surf action here at the Oi Rio Pro.
Thank you.
Down to 18 minutes, and we see some waves coming through here at the point here in Saquarema.
Yep. Well, Gabriel Medina with priority at the moment. sitting out the back, looking to get his second score on the board. 17 minutes and 45 remaining. Crowd's starting to thicken here. The word is out, the comp is on. And quarterfinals on hold, so we'll have to wait and see. Joe Parkinson sounded like he was keen to keep going.
Oh, yeah. People are filing in here, 9:17 local time. It's a Wednesday, midweek. Such great fans here. I'm sure people are taking off of work. They're on their way, driving from the city of Rio de Janeiro, which is about 100 kilometers to the west of us. It's about over an hour drive, and I guarantee you, Potts, people are hopping in their car now that they see the competition's on and making their way here to beautiful Saquarema.
Yep, and why wouldn't you? A couple of heroes of theirs in the water at the moment. Gabriel Medina up against Yago Dora at the moment. The wild card with a slender lead over Gabriel Medina, who's looking for a 4.16. And I'm sure Gabriel Medina will get that score and some.
Here we go, opportunity in the water. Medina's gonna have to make a choice on which wave he wants to take. And there are a couple waves in the set pot, so we'll see what Medina decides. He's gonna take a whitewater roll in to the first wave of the set. Comes off the bottom. Nice little cut back, he needs more than that. Bangs off the top, now he's on his way. Another snap from Medina. Floater finish, sticks the landing. Right behind him, Yago Dora. Layback carve. Throw in the tail, winds up off the bottom, bangs the lip, hammer time. Yago Dora answers back, another great exchange.
Well, Yago Dora looking at a place of 5. Gabriel Medina, that is going to go into his top 2. So very similar waves on that exchange. Gabriel Medina, a little bit of a whitewater roll in there, critical takeoff. Now he gets to his feet, just setting up that first turn. Now he starts to find a bit of vertical face, jams it up into the lip. Almost lost it off the bottom. Another turn here. The end section comes, and Medina attacks that end section and finishes off nicely. So looking for a 4.16. I think he definitely got it. Right behind him, Yago Dora. Is he going to improve his situation? If he betters that 5.0 and increase the scoreline required from Gabriel Medina. Beautiful, critical finishing maneuver. So 2 solid turns from Yago Dora. Gabriel Medina, a couple of more maneuvers on his wave. Maybe a little bit more of a dynamic finish. And we're definitely splitting hairs right there. So I think Yago Dora is going to better his situation, and Gabriel Medina needs a 4.16 at the moment.
Well, we're going to get those scores right when we come back. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back with more of the Oi Rio Pro presented by Corona, and we're going to find out who got the best of that last exchange between Yago Dora and Gabriel Medina.
If you feel positive every time that you go in the heat, I think will happen what you want, you know. Like, you just need to believe.
Sticks the landing. Clean, as always, with Medina.
Another section for Medina. Traveling spin, and game's out.
They live and die for moments like this, to be the best in the world.
Are you kidding me?
This is the life I was dreaming for. I just thank God for the opportunity to be able to live a life like this.
As he might just get chaired up all the way back to Brazil. He's heading back door. Super deep takeoff with his positioning. And he looks to make it out.
You know, you have a dream. Now I reach it, my dream. And I'm not dreaming anymore. It's the best day in my life, you know. I just reached my goal.
2014 was Gabe Medina's year and brought the first world title to his country of Brazil. Followed up, Adriano de Souza followed up the next year, and that's when we saw the lightning bolts, the storm clouds that we call the Brazilian storm. Great profile. You can see more of those profiles on worldsurfleague.com. Check it out for engaging content /profiles, and you can take a look at all of these great stories that we have for the athletes.
Yeah, 100%. A couple of good scores, though, dropped on that last exchange between Gabriel Medina and Yago Dora. Yago got the advantage in that exchange, but due to Medina's backup wave of a 6.67, he's currently in the lead. A slender lead, that is. And Yago needing a 6.27 now. So a seesaw battle here. Yago had the lead. Medina came back. Even though Yago got the advantage, Kaipo, with that last exchange, his backup is only a 5.83, so needs to improve on that.
That's right, Potts. Well, see a little vision of Julian Wilson warming up. That's going to be another great heat where he's going to come up against Jordy Smith. That's coming up next. Heat number 3 of this round number 5. Shot from above. Now we go to the beach shot here of Gabe Medina winding through. A couple of nice carves. Looking down the line. Medina bangs that oncoming section and unable to pull that maneuver. So some opportunity for Yago Dora.
Wow, he was on his way to a good score as well. Looking to replace a 6.67, a couple of beautiful turns with a mistake at the end, though. I think it's going to cost him. I think he was expecting a little bit more resistance from that whitewater, maybe just overpowering the section. Again, just that whitewater roll in that Medina's looking for. First turn, beautiful in the pocket maneuver, throwing a lot of spray. Gabriel Medina brings this one through, so this is where he kind of was waiting. Okay, now I've got to answer it, and bang, you could see that board just sliding out from underneath his feet. Maybe didn't get as much of a resistance as he was expecting from that whitewater, and he goes down. So looking to improve on a 6.67. I don't think he's going to do that.
Medina speeding down the line, looking for a takeoff zone, and this one just does not offer up a ramp, and he's just going to prone in, get back on the ski, and get dropped off back out at the takeoff zone.
Yeah, good move from Medina. Just bring that one through the inside. He's not going to get the score, that's for sure. You can see him looking for it. He was looking for an air. You can see him racing down the line, waiting. That wave just did not offer him that opportunity. And a perfect example of you can't make that kind of maneuver happen if it doesn't present itself. There's Medina's boards.
Yeah, we like to talk about equipment. Cabianca surfboards, locally made boards, 6'1", 19 inches wide, 2.5 inches thick, 29.8 liters. Probably some of the bulkiest equipment here on the championship tour. He has a signature fin with FCS2. Let's take a look at Yago Dora's board stats. Here we go, Lost Surfboards, shaped by Matt Biolis. It's the Pocket Rocket 6'2" in length, 18.68. You can see all the stats, 28 liters in volume. And Yago chooses the Futures Tech Flex AM2, those Al Merrick templates in the Tech Flex construction.
That's 6'2", so that's a big board for Yago Dora. Obviously a step up, would have to say. And a lot of water moving around out there. So foam will be your friend.
Look at the dads.
I know.
Shoulder to shoulder. You know, I was watching this morning, actually, the two families, the Medinas and the Doras, actually looked very friendly, engaging, talking to each other, but now it's all business in the competitors' area.
Business as usual, that's for sure. Once the horn blows, they will be back friends, talking and chatting, but at the moment, it's the standoff. Medina with a slender lead. You can see there, 13.77 up against 13.33. Yago Dora with a single highest score of a 7.50. Still searching, though, for a 6.27. Time is ticking away, 7 minutes and 45 remaining. And there you have the next matchup. What a heat this is going to be. Jordy Smith up against Julian Wilson. And as you said, Jordy is looking comfortable out there this morning.
Really comfortable. So we're going to see another great battle. Right now, waves coming through here at Sakurema, Itauna Beach. And we'll see if Yago Dora utilizes his priority and goes for that 6.27. Of course, Dora going to need a lot more. Won't be comfortable unless he gets more than that 6.27, because Gabe Medina is known to bring fireworks to the lineup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. Yago. Let's see what he's got. The whitewater chunk to get around. Nice arc through there. Back to the lip, throwing some fins, looking loose. Let's see what the closer brings, and little late to the lip, but rides out of it. Was that enough for the 6.27? Go to Martin Potter for your opinion.
Well, it's going to be close. I think, you know, just a little bit of a hiccup there towards that last maneuver. Kind of lost the fins a bit, didn't quite set the rail like he would have liked to. So that end maneuver not as dynamic as what it could have been. And sometimes at this level, those little mistakes can hurt you. So Yago Dora looking for a 6.27. Let's have a look. First maneuver, very important. Connects nicely, straight into it again. Slides the tail, so some variety. Lost the fins there. So yeah, I mean, looking at it again, I think he's going to get it, but only just. Good turn there from Yago. Almost lost it on the bottom turn, but then managed to regather. First turn, nice. Straight into the next maneuver, so nice flow between those turns. And right there, almost lost it, so could have got a little higher off that lip towards the end, but managed to finish on his feet, which is oh so important. 6.27 required, 5.5 to go. I think he's just going to get the score.
We're waiting for those scores. Our judges, of course, have a designated camera as well as a replay screen, so they can take a few looks at each and every one of these waves, especially when it's an important score like the one they're deciding upon right now.
All right, score's starting to trickle in. 5 minutes to go. We're coming down to the business end of this heat. And as I thought, first initial reaction is he's going to just get the score, Kaipo, as it starts to trickle in. There it is.
6.7 for Dora. He turns the heat. Now Gabriel Medina trailing needs a 7.11. That was big.
That was huge. And that's what you want to do. You want to keep applying the pressure to these guys. Being that rookie, he's got the lead back now. He's making Medina earn this. 7.11 required. And his highest score just a 7.10. So it's got to be up there with his best wave. So Gabriel Medina starting to feel a bit of pressure from Yago Dora. 4 minutes remaining. This heat is starting to unfold.
Let's stick with the recap, Potts.
Yeah, Gabriel Medina, well, started well, didn't he? 6.67 on this roll of the dice. Beautiful swooping maneuver there from Medina. And brought it all the way through the inside. I like this wave. He finished off on his feet, showed some variety, showed some speed, power, and flow. Going for a little bit of pizzazz at the end there, just didn't quite finish that one off. But Yago Dora answers back with a beautiful wave of his own, just jamming it in the pocket. 7.50. Thank you very much. The single highest score so far. Medina answers back though and gets a good score of his own. Beautiful snap off the top from Medina, and drops 7.10, which gave him that lead just momentarily. Critical finish there. And then Yago Dora answered back, needing a 6.27. Drifted into this wave here and swung the heat. So he's applying a bit of pressure of his own up against Gabriel Medina, the former world champion. And Yago, 6.70 on that occasion. Takes the lead off Gabriel Medina. Now Medina looking and searching for a 7.11, 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining.
There's the full story. All the wave surfs. The highlighted green scores are the top two. Dora, 6 waves being ridden, 5 waves for Medina. 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the countdown. And can Yago Dora take down yet another world champ here at the Oi Rio Pro, presented by Corona? Mick Fanning and Joe Parkinson having a little bit of fun. The Cooley kids.
Yeah, those guys have been at it for many, many years, haven't they? I think since they were 12 or 13 years of age, they've been competing against each other. Still manage fun and games, but serious opponents, that's for sure. Talk about those rivalries. That's a friendly rivalry.
Right. Well, serious moments right now in the water, Potts, because we're down to under 2 minutes. And Gabe Medina needs a wave.
Well, he doesn't need a wave. He needs a 7.11, which is a solid wave. It's up into that good range. Sets out the back. Medina is running out of time, though. 1 minute, 40 seconds remaining. Here he goes. Is he having a look at this? He decides not to go. Wow. Well, you heard Carlos Burle talk about how unpredictable this sport is. Look at it on paper, Gabriel Medina definitely would have that upper hand, but nervous moments for the coaches. You can see there a little bit of disappointment. Just over 1 minute remaining, so Gabriel Medina let that wave go. Could that have been it? Is that going to be the last opportunity he gets?
See a couple more lines, maybe some opportunity. We're down to just a minute. Good news is Medina does have priority. Bad news is the clock is ticking down
and even worse,
very quickly.
And even worse news is that it doesn't really look like there's much coming. 45 seconds remaining. Gabriel Medina needing a 7.11. Yago Dora, what an event he's having. Takes down John John Florence. Finds himself here in round 5 up against Gabriel Medina. 30 seconds to go. There's a little bit of a bump coming out the back. Medina sees it. Now he starts to react.
Hold the press. This could be it for Medina. 20 seconds counting down. Scratches into it. Let's see what he's got. Looking down the line for something big. Goes to the air, lands it. Stomps the landing. Points to the beach. Big, lofty, straight air. Dora right behind him. He's gonna need something nuts just to ensure a victory. Dora goes to the air, full row, rides out of it.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Answers back, pops.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, that was a lofty air from Gabriel Medina. And just as radical from Yago Dora.
Pops Leandro, he likes it. Leandro Dora. Mom and Dad down there, they like what they're seeing, and we're waiting for scores from that exciting last-second exchange.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, Gabriel Medina, though, what guts he had. He didn't just surf this wave, he went for it. Look at it, big solid wave for Medina, and a lofty air, critical landing. So Gabriel Medina, I reckon, got the score of the 7.11, and then Yago Dora just up in time, I think. So this wave will count for Yago. Races down the line and a big air reverse, lands on the roof, comes out nice and clean, and the crowd absolutely go wild. So Yago Dora, no grab, beautiful rotation, comes out nice and clean. Gabriel Medina with that front side lofty air.
Mom and Dad love it. We're still waiting for the scores. We don't know what the story is. Both surfers running up the beach, security having to shadow them as we see a giant crowd of surf fans here in Saquarema. Still waiting for those scores, and the judges are reviewing the rides.
Yeah, well, they're just having a quick look at this one here from Yago. Needs to replace a 6.7. Is that better than a 6.7? That's the question, and if it is, Gabriel Medina's going to need a lot more than a 7.11. First initial thoughts is Medina got the score, but then did Yago better his situation? And by how much?
A sea of surf fans all cheering on their hero, but a chance for the Cinderella story of Yago Dora to continue here at the Oi Rio Pro, brought to you by Corona. We're still waiting for those scores to drop, Pops.
That we are. Here we go. Scores starting to trickle in, and as we thought, first initial thoughts on Gabriel Medina's wave is that he got the score. There it is, 7.73 for Gabriel Medina.
7.73. Now the need for Yago Dora, a 7.34.
Scores dropping for Yago Dora, and it looks like it is going to be enough. There it is.
There it is. 8.17. Yago Dora on to the quarterfinals. The Cinderella story of the 20-year-old Brazilian phenom continues here.
What a finish. What a heat. And And that kid right there is having a dream run. 2 world champions he's just eliminated.
Oh man, the action's gonna continue. Next up, Jordy Smith, Julian Wilson. For that, we're gonna bring in Pete's and Gigs for the call. Oi, Rio Pro, presented by Corona.
Do you like that? Well, if so, subscribe over there and then watch more videos over there. And then tell us your favorite videos down there. It's a 3-step process. Do them all now.